So, what is a nutritional therapy practitioner?
Yeah, so it's a certification that you do, and it's basically more of a holistic approach. So we're looking at how food heals the body as opposed to like a nutritionist might be more macronutrient focused. We still know a lot of that and we still care about that, but our main focus is how can we use the body and the systems in the body and the dysfunction going on in the person or body, and how can we heal that as much as possible with food as opposed to pharmaceuticals or supplements or those types of things.
When you're working with a client, is each client treated differently or
Yeah.
is it okay? Why don't you
Yeah.
explain that a little bit?
Absolutely. So the term that we use is bio-individual. We are all bio-individual, from our genetics to our lifestyle to just everything, right? And so I can't treat you the same way I treat myself. I can't treat a 20-year-old the same that I would treat a 50-year-old. So the way that my practice approaches it is very much a mix of data and science and then intuitiveness and lifestyle, and really making it and honing it in on the actual individual and what we can do for them to currently live their best life. Because some people want to travel all the time, and traveling can be very inflammatory on the body. And so how can we work through food to make that person still be able to live their life and the enjoyments of their life, but also create that longevity piece and be able to have the quality of life down the road?
How are different foods like, how do they heal the body?
Absolutely. So just as much as food can heal the body, it can hurt the body. So if we think of just quantum physics, you are energy, I am energy, this everything is energy. It's that same thing. It's a vibration, right? So whole foods, whole based foods like salads, greens, vegetables, proteins, all those things, those are going to be more natural and less inflammatory on the body. The processed foods that are in our modern day society, like hamburgers, fries, pizzas, pastas, gluten, all that stuff, those are very inflammatory. They create what is called oxidative stress in the body. And as we see and as we know, if you look at the Industrial Revolution, when kind of all these processed foods started coming, you can correlate chronic disease, and they literally coincide and go up the same as years and years and years, we start progressing towards more processed food in our diet. Chronic diseases like diabetes, obesity, cancer, and such, we're now seeing an increasing rise. And now even worse, more so in children now. And that's the scary part for me, is how can we teach and educate people about nutrition and whole foods and eating the right foods for our body, because we are energy. We need to fuel it with energy that our body actually likes, so that our children don't succumb to these chronic diseases at earlier ages.
The Industrial Revolution changed a lot of things, but if we know we can correlate, hey, our terrible food correlates directly to this disease and all this stuff we got going on, why are we not actively changing it, I guess?
I would say because big pharma is $1 trillion industry. And if we healed ourselves with the food that is created by the land that we have, I think a lot of people would lose a lot of money. So that would be my big conspiracy theory. I don't know if it's really conspiracy or not, but money drives the world. And unfortunately, sick makes a lot of money and healthy makes little money.